Hello everybody, welcome to Crocus Flower Cookie for Mom. Transfer your design to a flooded and dry cookie. Using soft consistency icing in a tipless bag, begin developing the corm on the bottom of the crocus. You want to be mindful to keep most of the volume of the icing in the center of the corm. Begin developing the petals all the way to the right side of the crocus flower. Use the scribe tool as necessary. Piping the styles of the crocus, remember they all start from the bottom of the corm and then come up to each individual flower. You'll want to be mindful to not pipe a petal that's directly next to a petal you just piped. You need to allow each petal to crust before you pipe the preceding petal next to it. You'll want to pipe the entire crocus as smooth as possible since we'll be adding all of the dimension and texture when we're painting. Using the soft consistency icing with a 0 tip, begin piping, I'm calling them little hairs because I don't know what they are, the little hairs that come up from the corm. Then pipe some squiggly lines at the bottom of the corm to represent the roots. Wanted to give this cookie an elegant appearance since it's for Mother's Day, so we're going to pipe a border. To create this border, squeeze enough icing to create a bead. Stop squeezing and pull the tail against the edge of the icing. You're squeezing on the top portion of the icing, releasing your pressure, dragging the tail down at the edge of the icing, and then coming back up to the top. Once you have piped this border, allow the cookie to dry for 8 hours, and then meet me back here so we can paint it. Using pearl paste, paint the bottom of the corm. Since our cookie is on the small side, instead of painting each individual stamen, which will cause crowding, we're going to just paint a textured yellow half moon center that's going to represent all of the stamens. As we paint our petals, What we're trying to do is to create patterns through the hardline edges that we'll be painting, as well as practicing stippling to create a visual texture that gives us dimension and development. As we paint the individual petals of our crocus, the challenge here is identifying the slightly different hues in the flower, how they interact with each other, and how they overlay, without losing focus of the flower itself. In order to give the leaves a realistic look without overpowering them because they're so narrow and they're on a small cookie, we're going to use one hue, but 3 tones of that hue. So it's a monochromatic method that we're using to give the leaves a realistic effect. Paint each of the styles with a neutral gray. Load your brush with a light brown color and begin painting the corm. Once the corm is completely colored with the light brown color, go back with a darker brown color and begin painting using a stippling motion the texture that the corm appears to have. Still using a dark brown color, begin painting some diagonal lines onto the styles. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.